So next I want to talk about color charts. So let's take a look at those. So as you see, I do have my Copic color chart, and I've been filling out as I get different colors. Now, there is a very big reason why you want to have a Copic color chart or any sort of color chart. When I was starting out, I didn't have this chart. Now, this chart is free. You can get it on the Copic website. I didn't have this chart when I started out. I just took a piece of Staples cardstock and started coloring in my markers and writing the name. So this was my original Copic color chart. And so I tried to categorize based on the color groupings. So R's went together, the BG's went together, and I would just write the cap number and the name for each. And then when I started to outgrow this chart, then I looked into getting the official chart. And I'll put a link to this in the description box below. So you can go to the Copic website and they have this as a downloadable PDF. What I did is I put this on a USB key. I went to my local Staples and I went to their print center and I asked them to print me a copy on just regular cardstock. And so I am not 100% if this is the same cardstock that you buy in their packages, but it's pretty much the same weight. And so it's very similar and it works perfect for creating your color charts, and it's super easy. It only cost me a couple dollars to have this printed. Now, the reason why you want a color chart is because if you look at the colors, so this is V06, and if I put V06 next to V06 right here on my color chart, it does not look the same at all. So if I'm in the store and I'm trying to decide what colors I think I need, looking at these caps is not going to help me, because you can have something that is super dark and it comes out super light, or vice versa. These caps can fool you. The next reason, and the most important reason why you want this Copic marker chart, is because this will let you see colors as you're coloring. So if you're in the middle of a project, you can quickly glance at your chart and be like, I need a green, I need a lime green. And then you look and you go, okay, well, this works. And then you can say, okay, that's YG00 or YG13, and you can quickly grab your color and keep working, especially if you're in the middle of a blend and you're kind of doing it on the fly. This is a lifesaver. And the other reason, which isn't really a big reason, but it does allow you to see which colors you have and you don't have, and how far your collection has grown. Sometimes this is scary to look at, but it's super handy. So you do want to have a marker chart. Even if you create one by hand on a spare piece of cardstock, that's great. But otherwise, you can get a Copic marker chart from the website for free, which is great. And it also has a legend that tells you what other types of markers it comes in. So you can get the sketch, the wide, the chow, or the regular square Copics. So with the chart, at the bottom here, it talks about the legend of how to read the Copic coloring names that they give them. So the first part is the color family. This is BG, in this case, in this example, or blue-green. The next color talks about the saturation. This is the brightness of the color, and it goes from 0 to 9. And then the last one talks about the brightness or contrast, if it's a really light color or a really dark color. And that also goes, I believe, from 0 to 9, it looks like, yes. So that's how you tell the grade of the marker based on the name. Now, the color families are BV, which is blue-violet, V is violet, RV is red-violet, R is red, YR is yellow-red, Y is yellow, YG is yellow-green, and then G is green, BG is blue-green, B is blue. We have 2 columns for blue here because it does run. I'm not sure why they broke that up, actually. I guess it would run off the page, but there's 2 columns for blue here, and then E is earth tones, and there's 2 columns for that. There is a lot of earth tones and a lot I'm missing. And the grays, we have C, which is cool, T, which is toner gray, N, which is neutral, and W, which is warm. And then there is 0, which is your colorless blender. 100 is black. I'm not sure what 110 is. It might be black as well. And then the FR, FYs, I'm not quite sure, FB as well. I'm not quite sure about these ones. I've never seen them in store, and I haven't really looked into them very much. But these are mainly the colors are the ones that I'm looking to pick up. So one more tip I want to give you about your Copic marker chart. Once you have either this printed or one created from a general piece of cardstock that you've written the names of all your Copic markers on, the best thing you can do is take a snapshot with it with your cell phone, your iPhone or Android phone, and keep that on hand, because when you are at Michael's and you have a coupon or there's a sale somewhere on a Copic set or some Copic markers, you can quickly check your phone and see which ones you're missing. And make sure you keep your chart updated, because it's easy to buy doubles by accident when you get into it. So that's a very helpful tip. Make sure you do that. In the next video, I'm going to talk about buying your first Copics and what rules of thumb to follow and how I started to grow my collection. I hope to see you in the next video. If you did find this video helpful, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to be notified as I post more videos to my channel. Thanks for watching.